Hello there, everyone, and welcome to this live stream. And if you are watching this as a video on demand, then also welcome. And if you are watching this as a replay on YouTube, then welcome. And without further ado, we are all about the now really controversial game, The Last of Us Part 2. This is Naughty Dog trying to redeem things, maybe. We will see. Will they convince us that all the leaks and all the shit that happened around this game are now not solved, but are something that we can live with as fans of the game? We will see now. We will see what Naughty Dog's answer is, what they have to say about the thing, about the whole mess really that's now surrounding the game. We can see the whole problems here, from the disabling of the likes and the dislikes here. As you can see, they have disabled the likes, dislikes, and the comments. There is a very, very, very strong voice from a big part of gamers that are, maybe we can say, hating on the game because of the leaks and what the leaks have showed. So yeah, for me, I will watch this obviously first. I will wait for the reviews because the review embargo will be lifted on June 12th. So we'll have a full week to read and see and watch the reviews before actually playing the game, if we decide to play it there. Maybe the reviews will actually tell us to steer clear, or to avoid this game, or it will be really something bad, or maybe they will surprise us. We don't know. Maybe we'll get a big surprise out of it. So let's watch now. So yeah, the famous turning on of the PlayStation 4 sound. So blood and gore, or gore, I think. Sorry, English is my second language. Intense violence, sexual themes, nudity, everything is in this game.
I know you wish things were different. I wish things were different.
So yeah, this is the classic, the legend, the original.
But they ain't.
Please stop!
Naughty Dog. It has never been a worse time for Naughty Dog than the current time, yeah.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
Never in so much controversy. They are the company with almost perfect record, yeah. So for me, it's a little bit sad to see them in this situation, yeah.
How'd you find us?
You can't stop this.
I want what you want. But not at any cost. I really hope you make it.
I have to finish it.
There's a cost.
So yeah.
We could have killed you. Maybe you should have.
So we have seen this footage before. I guess many of you have, yeah.
I'm Neil Druckmann, Vice President of Naughty Dog and the Director of The Last of Us Part 2. We're just a few weeks away from launch on June 19th, when the game will finally be in your hands. The wait has been long, and we're extremely grateful for your patience, especially now in the midst of these unprecedented and challenging times. We hope you're all taking care of yourselves, and that you, your friends, and your loved ones are doing well. Because of these extraordinary circumstances, we can't be together in this final stretch, and share the experience like we usually would. So today we're trying something different. Something we've never done before.
Which is?
Over the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to give you an in-depth look into what awaits you in The Last of Us Part 2, including new details about the gameplay experience and story. And to cap it all off, we'll be showing a never-before-seen, lengthy gameplay sequence. You'll definitely want to stick around for that.
Yeah, we are waiting for that, really. I guess, yeah, at least half us, yeah. I think the other half is, like, done with this.
I was supposed to take her to the Fireflies and walk away. They were actually gonna make a cure. The only catch, it would kill her.
So yeah, this is like related to the ending.
The Last of Us Part 2 picks up Ellie and Joel's story several years after the events of the first game.
Exactly, yeah.
Ellie and Joel have settled in Jackson, Wyoming, amongst a thriving community of survivors. With the threats of the world kept outside the town's walls, Jackson has been able to find relative peace and even stability. Ellie is now 19, lives on her own, and has been able to forge lasting relationships within the community.
Scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate our kiss from last night?
However, this peace is short-lived. Jackson and Ellie suffer a violent and traumatizing event. Ellie sets off back into the treacherous outside world in search of retribution and justice. Her journey will take her to new parts of the country previously unexplored in The Last of Us. The story spans multiple seasons and climates, from the snow-capped mountains of Jackson to the lush Pacific Northwest. Each introduces a wide range of exterior and interior environments for you to navigate and explore, rendered in meticulous detail and unprecedented scale with the latest iteration of the Naughty Dog engine. Our goal was to make these environments not only beautiful, but feel as grounded and authentic to the cities they're based on as possible. Much of the story unfolds in what remains of Seattle, a massive former quarantine zone. Its locales are incredibly diverse, spanning a dense city center with a skyline of towering high-rises to the beautiful suburbs and stormy waterfronts that surround it.
That's cool.
The city exhibits drastic shifts in architecture, elevation, and weather. And with Part 2, we've introduced new traversal mechanics that afford greater exploration and ways to navigate threats. Ellie is not only able to climb and jump over gaps, but she can use ropes to scale vertical terrain or swing over obstacles, allowing you to discover new areas, resources, and side narratives. These more open environments also create new strategic considerations in combat, whether it's to get the jump on enemies or bypass them entirely. The Last of Us Part 2 features some of the largest environments we've ever created. Horseback riding will allow Ellie to quickly cover some of these expansive terrains. Some streets are so flooded that a boat is required to navigate them. However, the world of The Last of Us is as lush and inviting as it is deadly.
Yeah.
As
like
Ellie
the first
uncovers
one.
the path to finding those who have wronged her, she must face the many threats of this unknown city. In the wake of the pandemic and the fall of the quarantine zone, Seattle has become a war zone, where two warring factions find themselves in an ongoing conflict for territory and resources. One of these groups is the Washington Liberation Front, otherwise known as the WLF. The WLF are a militia group that began as resistance to the military occupation of Seattle and eventually wrestled control of the city from them. They are highly trained, organized, and well-equipped with weapons they stole from the army. They occupy much of the city, imprisoning or killing trespassers on sight.
Hey! We got another trespasser. A girl. Did you see her?
On the other side of this bloody conflict is a group of religious zealots called the Seraphites, or Scars.
We have seen these before,
defined by the self-inflicted deep cuts that they bear across their faces. Like the WLF, they're deeply tribalistic and territorial. They're known for being stealthy, using overgrowth as cover, and they use more silent weapons like bows and arrows.
Clip her wings.
But beyond this conflict among survivors, the threat that originally brought the world to its knees is very much present. Every human is in danger of falling victim to the infected.
Yeah, that's right.
They are the recently infected runners who are more numerous and aggressive in this game. The blind but extremely deadly clickers, and the stalkers who sneak and hide until they're ready to attack, surprising their victims with extreme agility and brutal violence. The Last of Us Part 2 introduces new stages of infected, such as the Shamblers. Large, heavily armored enemies that are covered in pustule.
What the hell?
Close to you, they expel a corrosive spore cloud that burns its victims. But our most terrifying and lethal new forms of infected will have to wait until you play the game for yourselves.
Okay, so the last one is a surprise. It doesn't sound too well.
Overcoming these threats will require careful consideration of how you approach every combat encounter and how you leverage Ellie's unique skills, equipment, and the environment to your advantage. The WLF patrol the streets of Seattle with guard dogs, which are capable of detecting and following you, even while in cover.
No way.
They can pick up your scent and alert their handlers to your presence.
That's a problem.
Listen mode will reveal your scent trail, so keep moving and cause distractions to avoid detection. 25 years after the pandemic began, the world is completely overgrown. Use tall grass to hide from enemies and go prone to stay out of sight. However, this form of analog stealth means you're never fully hidden. If enemies get close enough, they can discover you, even in grass. When Ellie is overwhelmed, running away is a viable option. You can also break glass or crawl through tight spaces to find new paths or areas to evade or take on your enemies. In any given combat situation, you can flee an encounter and re-establish stealth to regain the advantage. If you absolutely have to fight your way out, there are a variety of tools at your disposal. Ellie's more agile than most of her enemies. She can sprint and quickly dodge incoming attacks.
That's good.
Learning how opponents attack with different weapons and mastering the timing of your dodges will prevent you from taking damage and create opportunities to counterattack. You can use
really
throwable
cool,
items or well-placed shots to stun enemies before dealing a killing blow. Or using them as a shield to protect yourself or buy some time to figure out your next move.
Oh,
Ellie isn't always alone on her journey. Allies will take part in helping you navigate the environment.
What is
spot
that?
enemies, and meaningfully help you in combat encounters.
is it infected or what?
Back off! Got you now!
Between the human survivors and the roaming infected, there will be times where multiple threats are present, creating new strategic considerations and opportunities. You can choose whether to attack these opponents separately and directly, or find ways to pit them against each other. Flee as they fight, or wait until their numbers have thinned out and engage with whomever's left.
Yeah, too
Our
much
goal is to
information,
create
yeah.
unparalleled attention, coupled with deep systems that give you greater control and influence over your journey. As you play, you'll be able to invest in a broad collection of crafting items, weapon, and player upgrades through training manuals scattered throughout the environment and scavenging for ingredients. These skills and upgrade manuals cater to a variety of playstyles, and the choices you make will create your own distinct experience. We also wanted to extend that agency and personalization to your weapons through our new workbench system. Scavenge for parts to modify and improve your weapon's performance and attributes, all of which are visualized and become part of your character.
Really cool. So I will comment later because like Neil Druckmann is telling us
survival will also require using the parts and ingredients
information
to find an environment, which can be crafted into a wide range of defensive and offensive items, like proximity mines, explosive arrows, pistol suppressors, and more. All of these gameplay systems are meant to immerse you in the world and make you feel in lockstep with Ellie's emotional journey. As we've said before, this is Naughty Dog's largest, most ambitious game. It may seem like we covered a lot, but we've only scratched the surface of what it's like to play The Last of Us Part 2. We can't wait for you to experience it all for yourself on June 19th.
Okay.
Until then, here's an extended sequence of never-before-seen gameplay.
Let's watch that, guys. Let's watch that. So I will comment later, yeah, because there are too many new things to talk about. So let's just like enjoy the thing that we are seeing right now, yeah. And then we will talk about it, definitely. We will analyze everything. So this is brand new footage, never before seen. Yeah, this is never before seen footage of the game.
Did you find her yet?
Okay, well, no one was looking. We're searching the area, just in case she's still around.
Isaac's not happy about it.
No shit.
Escape. What the fuck are they talking about?
So yeah, I might comment on this gameplay because it's now getting a little bit quiet without commentary from Neil Druckmann. So yeah, graphically speaking, like I think we have got accustomed to the level of the graphics in this game because we have seen like through the previous reveals and the previous trailers. So it doesn't look now as impressive as before, and maybe that's because we have seen like a fair amount of the game right up until now, including or excluding the leaks. Yeah, maybe we have seen too much if we include the leaks. Yeah. Okay, will you kill her or what?
Fucking sound. Hands up.
That's a PlayStation Vita.
Nora. Sure.
That's a Vita, guys. PS Vita.
We're in the hospital.
Yeah, they're clearing out the upper floors. She's somewhere in there.
Wrong move. Always the wrong move. Yeah, this is the wrong move. Don't do that with Ellie. So I didn't like catch the thing where she said she's looking for someone, right? And she said like the other girl, the now dead girl, said she is in the hospital or something. So she's going to rescue someone. I didn't get to catch the name or who exactly.
Good. I got my girl waiting for him for father.
You shitting me? They put you with Joe again?
Upstairs.
Hey, we get the job done.
I bet you do. No, this is not fair.
I'm telling you, man. Data soldier. It makes these shifts so much easier.
Sure.
Silencer. Okay, so she has equipped the silencer on the pistol.
These cars are getting closer.
The sneaking around, like the stealth gameplay, is similar to the first one,
All getting called up to the pod?
but like enhanced.
Isaac
Yeah,
wants us to retake all of downtown.
more developed. Yeah,
Might take the fight to them.
and that's expected.
No way. Not
Should
after
be.
what went down last time.
Developed, yeah,
Even
or
Isaac isn't that crazy.
improved upon.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, and you always get a choice. Like you either grab or kill or Yeah, or a drag or something. Yeah. You can use them as a shield. Use the enemy as a shield, as we have seen at the beginning. That was cool. Molotov now, okay. So she's going to throw a Molotov. Ooh. The sound of that dog wasn't so pleasant, right? It seems more brutal, really. Like, the game seems even more brutal than the original. It seems even more violent, more brutal, more dark. Or darker, or... Yeah, you get the point. How many guys are here? This gang is like totally expensive. Ooh.
Saw movement. I'll go check it out.
Like, the enemies are also look more aware than the original. Like,
Shit! Look out! Move over here! Drop her now!
This is the use as a shield, and then execution.
I found her!
Oh my god. And Ellie, yeah, is like a true badass now, yeah. She's a true badass now. She looks even more badass than Joel.
Damn it! Find another way off!
Okay, now it got a little bit quiet. It seems now we will see some clickers or, yeah, infected. Because it's like a dark area, and that was the thing with the original one. When it's like a daylight area, you will encounter these humans. Or human enemies, yeah. Like this gang. And when it gets dark, normally you will encounter the infected. But now it's back to daylight. We will see.
What the fuck was Abby here?
I'm not stupid. You're gonna tell us where she went.
When Isaac talks to us about this...
I'm getting tired of this.
Nora. Nora! I'm not going down for her, man.
So Ellie, yeah, is like now a true killer. Okay.
Don't scream. Put that shit down.
Yeah, I would do that if I were you.
You remember me? Yeah. You remember me.
do we know who this woman is? Like, I'm not really sure. So that's it maybe, yeah. Captured from PlayStation 4 Pro. Okay, cool. So, I would say that the controversy continues, yeah, because like the big thing about the leaks is that there's this mentioning of another character. Like, it won't be Ellie, but like at the same time we are now seeing that Naughty Dog is pushing hard, really, that with the theory that Ellie is the main character and she will be the main character throughout the whole game. And they haven't like said anything about the leaks, obviously, and they have like, on the contrary, they have and Sony also has tried to stop all the sources of these leaks and also, let's say, stop anyone trying to say the contents of these leaks. And I understand that partially, because yeah, this is a game that has been in development for what, 5 years now, 6 years, and with millions of dollars and expenses and as a budget. So I can understand that partially, like these leaks were really harmful to the whole thing, to the whole project, and to the fans as well. Like it takes too much and spoils too much. Takes too much from the surprise and from the plot twist and from the things that you will encounter and experience while you play this game. So that's why I really stayed and strayed away and as far as possible from these leaks, and I have only done like things from like the outer things, the superficial things, and like there's this other character instead of Ellie, and it seems like Naughty Dog is not confirming that at all. Naughty Dog is still with the theory, with the story that it will be all Ellie's. It will be all Ellie's story and Ellie's gameplay. So yeah, the show started with like footage from the, as you can see here, from the first one, from the now classic legendary game, one of the best games of all time. Many have hailed it as the game of the generation. From the game that really was something unique, the first Last of Us. So, and it has like touched upon things from the ending, as we can see here. I won't spoil that for you if you haven't played the original. And then like they have said that this is like the story of the second one is occurring several years after the events of the ending of the first one. So she was like it said like she was living at a seemingly peaceful like town or city, Jackson, and then something happened. They didn't mention what exactly happened, but something happened that made it like dangerous, a dangerous place. And like it seems that Ellie was forced to evacuate, to leave, to escape. So maybe there will be like an attack, a big attack at the beginning of the game on the city, on Jackson, or the town, if we can call it a town. And maybe that's the thing, that there's this attack, and this attack will lead Ellie to evacuate. So horseback riding, that's expected. It was in the first game and now it's coming back. There's this environment changes, which was also in the first game. Like we are seeing here snow and obvious like normal weather, grass and sunny weather, and everything that was from the start, that was there. This thing we have already seen from the E3 showcase of the game. So we know about this one. You can see it at the E3. I think it was E3 of last year. I'm not really sure, or the year before. So yeah, we know this. It was a now infamous showcase of the game, and yeah, it confirmed some things for us. I won't spoil that for you as well if you haven't seen it before. So the game is occurring also in Seattle, in the Washington State, and the Seattle as a city area, and also in the suburbs of the city. So it's mainly in the Washington State. It looks bigger. It looks much more expansive than the original. It looks like a bigger game. And Neil Druckmann, the director of the game, has confirmed that this is actually a much bigger game. I don't know if this will be the biggest game that Naughty Dog has ever done. And if we compare it with the Uncharted games, which were a little bit more linear, but they were long games and very with a variety, with a big variety and very extensive variety of environments and levels and such. So yeah, this was also about the ending of the last game, as we can see here. Like Joel's decision at the end of the game. I won't spoil that for you if you haven't played the original. This is again from the showcase, from the E3 showcase, from the Sony press conference at E3, showcasing the game and showcasing that Ellie is a lesbian. And we know that actually from the DLC that was released for the original game. After the release of the original, they released a DLC. It was about 2 hours long, and it confirmed that Ellie has lesbian tendencies. Yeah, so we know that already. That's not new. Ellie is a lesbian, and we know that since the first one. Yeah, since the DLC, really. So it seems like she has a lover as well, which is this woman. I'm not like a die-hard fan that wants to know every single person here. I know the main things and the main characters. So this is the love interest of Ellie. I don't remember her name. So yeah, they seem to be like pretty involved. So yeah, here they are. They were talking about here they seem to be talking about this night, yeah, where they kissed, and you can see that in the E3 showcase of the game. So afterwards, yeah, we see this horseback riding. That's a normal thing in the Last of Us. Nothing new about this. Graphically speaking, I am more accustomed to the game now. It doesn't surprise me anymore or like excites me graphically anymore, because we have seen too many really good games graphically speaking. Like the whole last year and part of this year has been like a graphical showcase. Like we have seen Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Resident Evil 3 Remake, and they were like truly impressive games graphically. So I'm not disappointed. Of course, this is truly impressive game graphically, but I'm not like oh my god, what's this, or like this looks like next gen or this stuff. No, it looks good. It looks really good. It looks excellent, but it's like at the same level of the other games that we have mentioned. Yeah. So continuing on, moving on. Okay, that's expected. This is all about the Washington State and the Seattle area. Snow will be there as in the first game. We had the snow and the snowy areas, and weather changes in the first one depending on the levels, of course. And yeah, this is like the city itself, Seattle, and yeah, it looks like it will be a pretty expansive place. I think like the game will be much less linear and maybe much more expansive. I don't think they will go the open world approach. No, definitely not. It will be like a little bit linear. It will have some linearity to it, but maybe it will allow for more freedom than the original. So yeah, then we go through more of of the city footage. We are seeing more of the city itself, as you can see here. Like Neil Druckmann has mentioned that there will be some flooded areas as well, and you will use a boat to traverse there, and that's okay. Not like something of a big surprise or something. So yeah, he's saying that the traversal will be much more improved, and it looks the part. I think it will look and it will play better. It already looks like it will play better, and the gameplay is evolved or has evolved. So yeah, this is the boat part where they said that some of the city areas will have traversal only by boat because they are flooded. So moving on here. This is like the gang that he told us about. There are two main gangs. One is more of the military type here, and the other is more of the religious fanatic type. So the military type gang is here. As we can see, they have rules to follow. So, and they are called the WLF. All WLF soldier instructions must be followed. Fedra collaborators will be executed. I think Fedra is the other gang here, or the other militia. Permission required for leaving assigned zone. Okay, curfew will stay in effect until further notice. Okay, so pretty like normal militia instructions, right? Okay, moving on. So this is like Ellie sneaking around, showing us some of the stealth gameplay. This is back to the E3 showcase. Back to the E3 trailer. And now this is back to the E3 trailer. And this guy seems to be really, really dangerous. This guy with the pus things, So again, showing some of the environments here. Like the combat is really like visceral. It looks even more visceral than the original. I like the melee animations, or melee, what they call it, melee, right? The melee animations, and it seems much more visceral and like really violent, even more violent than the first one. The animation is top notch. Like the animation and the movements is like really, really impressive. So this part was about the infected. So we will see some of the usual types, and we will see some of the new types, like this one, the pus-filled infected. And Neil Druckmann is telling us that we will have a totally new and surprising infected type, and he will leave that for the final game, for the full game when we play it. If we play it, or if you play it. Okay, so moving on. This was like a part of the stealth gameplay, and how the enemies will be more aware than normal, or than the first one, and they will like search for you. The dog part is really like also impressive. So the dogs will try to sniff and look around for you, and they will sense you. So that's cool. That adds to the stress of the gameplay, which was already like really stressful. Like the first one was really stressful, especially with the infected for me. Like I didn't have too much stress when going up against these gangs or militias, but the real stress was when I encountered the infected or the clickers. So that was stressful, and seems even more stressful now. Although Ellie like looks much more of a badass, and like a well-prepared and well-trained killer now. Like she seems to be even more skillful than Joel was in the original. So moving on, more of the kills here. brutal kills, as you can see, truly violent. And yeah, they told us that you can do like take an enemy as a shield, use him as a shield or her as a shield, or you can execute immediately. So yeah, this is like another area or something. So yeah, here we see the upgrades that you can equip for various stuff. So this is like all about precision, and you can improve your aim stability increase. So yeah, we already had that. As I remember, the first game, it was cool, it was simple, it was really easy to learn and to get a hang of. So yeah, and yeah, this is like the weapon upgrades, as we can see. Yeah, it seems to be related to this one. I'm not really sure. We will know once we play the game. So short range handgun with high fire rate and moderate accuracy. This is the semi-auto pistol. And this is the customization. Yeah, we have seen this desk with this weapon. It has first, like we have seen it first on Twitter. Then it blew up. Like I think it was a Japanese site or Japanese Twitter account or something that published this video. And yeah, this video showed an animation of this thing, of the customization of the guns, how can you equip different upgrades to the guns. And yeah, it was really cool. It got like at that time 200,000 views or something, and yeah, it was really popular. So it was showing this thing really. So yeah, the weapon sounds are something that I really like, and like they seem really true to life, and really like you feel the recoil of the weapon, and you feel like the real sound of the weapon, really, like they are not diminished or as you can see, like some of the games that had like they had cool weapons but very poor weapon sounds. You don't feel the power, the recoil of the weapon, and so. But with this one, like the weapons feel really impactful. Yeah. So more of the stealth gameplay we have seen here. This is the upgrades. Melee upgrade restores melee weapon to full durability and increases damage. And we have seen like this health kit, the Molotov, which we'll see later. There's this road, and we have seen many of them in the original one, in the first game, where you can equip this road, and it was like really impactful. It can do some serious damage to the enemies. And the Molotov was there as well, and the medikit. And we have seen here the silencer. We'll see just soon. Yeah. So Ellie is now equipping the silencer. Yeah, that was here, and doing some kills with the silenced pistol. This is now like a very well-known photo of the game. It was one of the very early released photos of the game. So yeah, or the of the art. This is going back to the E3 trailer showcase of the game, and this one as well. So yeah, we still don't know too much about Joel. Like I will disregard what the leaks are saying or something. So I will leave that to the final game and to the actual game, to the full game. And yeah, but Joel is obviously not going to be featured that extensively in the game, because as we see from the showcases and from the trailers, he doesn't appear that much, right? So I don't think he will play a pivotal role. He will play a very secondary role, unlike the first game. Yeah, that's very apparent. But yeah, we all hope this will be Ellie's game, yeah, not someone else. Okay, so moving on. So yeah, here there's some she can swim. That's confirmed. Okay, so what comes next? More of the... Oh yeah, this one. So we have seen the PlayStation Vita. As you can see here, it's featured in the game. And yeah, this girl wasn't so clever. And she tried to stab Ellie, as we can see here. And that's not a very good idea. Yeah, I wouldn't do that in her place. So she got stabbed instead by our well-trained killer now, Ellie. So as you can see, like, the animation is top-notch here. Like, look at the facial expressions and the facial animations. They are like truly in the moment. Yeah, they are truly expressive and they are very, very impressive. The motion capture is also top-notch in this game. And the details, graphical details are also very, very impressive. So yeah, more moving on. Yeah, this was more of the sneaking gameplay that we have seen. The health kit, the usual thing that we have seen with many, like the first one, and it's something classical. And Filber is asking, what did you honestly think about this gameplay trailer? Like, gameplay wise, the gameplay here is an evolution. It's I think it looks like a true improvement upon the original one, and they should like improve it. This game has been in development for the past 5 or 6 years now, so I think the gameplay is impressive. It has evolved. The game looks much more brutal, even more brutal now, visceral. There is some, like, it looks even more violent now. I think they have made some major improvements and they have done some real work on the animations, on the combat, the traversal, and I like that. Gameplay wise, I think this will be so much fun, like the original was, really. But I think this game for 2020, it will be right up there with the best gameplay in any game, really. Like the original was one of the best games gameplay wise. I think the real controversy now is about the story, and especially with regards to the leaks. Like, what I think, Philbert, is that the story now is the problem, because the leaks were all about the story, and Naughty Dog is still sticking with the main narrative. That's to say that Ellie will be the main character here, and Joel will be there, but he won't be like the main character as we all expected from the very first showcase of the game. But they are confirming here, and they are insisting, better than saying they are confirming, they are insisting that Ellie will be the main character, because many of the leaks said otherwise, said there will be another female character, and she will be the main character for the main character throughout the whole game. So Naughty Dog is not confirming that at all. They are like almost denying that, completely denying that with this showcase. Like, they are denying that there will be anyone as a main character outside of Ellie. Yeah. So Ellie, as they are showing us, is to be the main character here. Of course, we are prepared for any surprise, and what is good is that we can decide as gamers. We can decide to buy the game or even pre-order the game or not, because the early reviews for the game will be published on June 12th. So on June 12th, we will know for sure what's going on, what's really going on. Are the leaks really true? Is there really another main character, and they have been only deceiving us or something, or what, or that the leaks were a little bit misleaded, and Naughty Dog is saying the truth here, that Ellie will be the main character, and the story will be something else, or something different than what we have heard and a little bit seen from the leaks. So we will know that a whole week before the actual release. So I think, yeah, I will wait for the reviews. and then we will know what truly happened with the development of this game, and then we have a whole week to decide if we are to buy this game and play it at release date or release day or not. Yeah, I think we have enough time. I think that's a good plan for any gamer. Even like the hardcore fans of Naughty Dog games or The Last of Us, they can do this plan that they will be on the safe side. So yeah. So moving on, as we have seen here, this is like a theme here in this gameplay showcase of grabbing an enemy and choosing either to do a stealth kill or a stab execution, or to just use him or her as a shield. This Cyberpunk and Ghost of Tsushima are a great send-off to the current console generation. Yeah, definitely. Like, Sony has won this generation fair and square, really. And a big part of it was because of the exclusives. Like, I think Sony has won the generation because of the exclusives. Like, we have seen truly exceptional games like Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, even Gran Turismo after all the updates. Too many games really to mention here. Infamous, Second Son, and too many games really. Starting from the very launch game that was Killzone Shadowfall, right up until now, we are getting this one, which was like until a month ago was maybe the most anticipated PlayStation 4 exclusive of the whole generation. Yeah, right up until the leaks happened. And Ghost of Tsushima, that's another one. I have some reservations about it because like the world seems to be a little bit on the empty side and not very eventful, and it seems a little bit deserted. But like I won't pre-order it. And I think pre-ordering a game in general is not a very good idea. Ghost of Tsushima, it's a new IP. We still don't know too much about it, so I will wait for the reviews as well before deciding to buy it or not, as I will do with The Last of Us, part 2. So Cyberpunk, I think is like a very safe bet. You can't go wrong with CD Projekt Red now. They have done one of the best games of all time in The Witcher 3. So Cyberpunk 2077, looks it will be a contender of the game of the year, if not the game of the year. And every single thing that we have seen about it right up until now is very impressive. It's truly impressive. Excellent gameplay. The story seems very promising. The world design is incredible. So I think Cyberpunk can be game of the year material, definitely. Right up until now in 2020, my absolute game of the year is Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think, but I am an RPG fan and I am a Final Fantasy fan. Yeah. But sometimes fans can be like the main critics of a game. But I am truly happy with how Square Enix have managed to develop and Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I am really happy with the result. So right up until now in this year, I think my two favorite games are Final Fantasy VII Remake, and for now it's my game of the year. And then comes Resident Evil 3. Which was a little bit on the short side, but was really fun. It was really fun to play. The graphics were great. The gameplay is fun, but was on the short side. We haven't seen other truly impressive, unbelievable games right up until now. We are waiting for these. We are waiting for this one to prove us wrong and to prove the leaks wrong. And we hope so. For the sake of gaming, I hope so. Yeah, I hope The Last of Us Part 2 will prove us wrong and prove all the leaks wrong. Because it is for the advantage of all gamers, right? We want excellent games. We want something that's up to par with the first one, which is now a legend, which is now a true classic. So yeah, it's definitely going to be an exciting year with the release of this one, with Ghost of Tsushima, with Cyberpunk, with the release of the PlayStation 5 and the next Xbox at the end of the year. And Microsoft is paying attention to the win that was registered by Sony, winning this generation by now trying to do some real exclusives, but they won't be too too soon. We will have to wait for them as well. But they are going back to the exclusive game, and but they are confirming that they won't see any exclusive right up until maybe maybe even after next year. Yeah. And Sony is not in a very good, like, they are not doing too well with the PlayStation 5 stuff right up until now. I think the reveals have been of the controller and the system specs were really weak and too technical. The Unreal demo was the only bright thing right up until now for the PlayStation 5 for me. It looked impressive for a console. It looked promising, so I hope Sony can do something about that right up until from here right to the PlayStation 5 reveal. I hope they do something about improving the image of PlayStation 5 and proving to us that it will be a groundbreaking console. Yeah. So yeah, moving on. This is the Molotov has been in the original one, so nothing new here really. Using the Molotov. So more of the stealth gameplay. Even the environments, like, they look much more improved than the original, but they are the same, right? Like, and the original have played in the same environments, like these corridors and these rooms, and sneaking around and doing some stealth gameplay in these areas. And then we'll get to once we get outside of the daylight and we get to these dark areas, then we'll encounter the infected. It seems to be the same concept. Like, they haven't strayed too far from that, and I am okay with that, really. Dare I say it's more of the same? It looks so, yeah. It looks more of the same, but improved. Gameplay-wise, yeah. Gameplay-wise, it looks improved. It looks better. And they should make it better, yeah. They have been working at this for 6 years now. Yeah, moving on. So this was, yeah, like, truly like normal, just sneaking around in the docks or something. And now meeting this person. I think now that this person was the one from Firefly, right? I think, yeah, she is the one from Firefly. She was the leader of Firefly, because now I am remembering. She looks very similar. I will have to check that later to confirm or not. But she looks very similar to the Firefly leader from the original, from the part 1. Let's now say, yeah, from the original Last of Us. So, final thoughts. I am still waiting for this game. I hope the leaks are wrong and they only gave us a glimpse of the game, because this one will be 40 hours or 40 plus hours long. So we are looking at a pretty extensive and long game, and the leaks were short, were giving us only a glimpse. So, and Naughty Dog impressively are standing by and sticking on with the theory that Ellie will be the main character. And they are like doubling down on that. They haven't mentioned or said anything about an alternative character here. So, and I will be truly happy if that's the case. I will truly happy that if Ellie will be the main character, and that's what we all want, right? I am okay with the lesbian part. Really, I don't mind. I just want a good story, a game that looks like beautiful graphically and with details and such and everything, and art direction and so, and with very good gameplay. For me, that's the most important part, and the pacing of the story should be really good. These are the things that I'm looking for. I don't care if she's like a lesbian or something. It's okay by me. She's a human being after all, and I want a human story. I want something that makes us emotional, that makes us react, and makes us feel like we had these strong feelings and emotions when we played the first one. Yeah. A blog suggests there might be a PlayStation 5 info reveal next Wednesday. Yeah, it's very possible. They have said like they are too many games in the pipeline for the PlayStation 5, and they will announce them soon, like this June, this month, the next month, which is starting this Monday. Monday is the 1st of June. So there will definitely be a PlayStation 5 games reveal. And I hope, Philbert, that it will be something that excites us, and that will be something that that's impressive, and that's something that puts the PlayStation 5 back on the track. Like the whole campaign for the release of PlayStation 5 is now a little bit astray, a little bit off the beaten path, as we can say. So yeah, definitely there will be some game reveals coming soon. Yeah. So next Wednesday, yeah, that makes sense. Next Wednesday will be what? Will be 3rd of June. So that makes sense because it's right up with the usual E3 time that we get every year. As you know, like E3 is every year on the 10th of June or so, around the 10th of June. So these developers and these major companies have already prepared all these reveals and all these showcases to be showcased and to be shown in June. So I think June will be pretty packed with the new information, new reveals, new games, new information about the console itself, about the PlayStation 5. Maybe we'll even get a design reveal. Maybe we'll even see it in the flesh, because right now we don't have an official picture or something to show us what the system looks like. So I think June will be pretty exciting. I will try my best to do streams like this one, to feature them and to talk about like every single one of them, every single major thing, yeah, or things that are important to us gamers and to you in particular. So we will definitely feature that in the upcoming streams. And yeah, here's to June. I'm looking forward to June being like an exciting month for gaming. So I think, guys, that we have done a pretty extensive analysis of the whole like showcase here. And yeah, as I have said before, if you haven't like seen the beginning of the stream or the thoughts that I have told you before, I will wait. I won't pre-order, definitely. I will wait for the reviews coming up on the 12th of June, like a whole week before the release of the game, and then I will decide, depending on the reviews, if I will buy this game or not. If it turns out to be good and the reviews are good, or at least gets a decent score with, and when we get some details about who the main character will be and the pacing of the story, then I will definitely buy the game for you first and for me second, and feature it extensively as a live stream and also on the YouTube channel, VeryAli YouTube channel. And yeah, we will like see it together and experience it together and discuss it together, and we will know. Yeah, we'll know for sure. So yeah, I think that's it for today's stream, or tonight's stream according to your time zone. Thank you so much from the heart for tuning in. This has been it, showcasing and seeing and watching and analyzing and discussing with you the Last of Us Part 2 new gameplay and the new showcase, yeah, from Naughty Dog. Yeah, so that has been it. Thank you so much for tuning in and for watching, and catch up with you in the next one. Bye bye.